Messy is stressful, and you can't go to bed stressed, or how are you going to wake up and operate during the day? So if you have an organized bedroom before you go to sleep, then your sleep is better.
Hi everyone, my name is Jamie Hord. This is my husband Fillip Hord, and we are the founders of Horderly Professional Organizing. Welcome to sleepdotcom, where today we're going to show you all of our favorite tips and tricks on how to organize your bedroom.
So follow us throughout this journey, watch these tips and tricks, and get better sleep.
So in your bedroom, you want to make sure all of your clothes have a proper home. So you want to make sure all of your clothes fit inside your dresser. So we love using these expandable drawer dividers inside dressers where we file fold all of our clothes. That way everything fits better and you can see everything right at a glance.
So at Horderly, our main goal is to have under the bed completely clear.
If you feel like that's impossible, really consider other areas in your bedroom or your home. Maybe you can bring in a freestanding wardrobe or something like that. If you need to store things under your bed, we highly suggest getting a bed frame that has built-in drawers. If that's not an option for you, here are our top 3 products that we love to use under the bed. So what we love about this underbed solution is that it's on wheels, so it's super easy to pull in and out. It's pretty so that you can match the decor in your bedroom, and it has a lid so the items inside aren't getting dusty or anything like that. So another under the bed solution that we love are these clear bins, and these are on wheels as well and have a lid so that your items are staying dust free. But what's great about a clear bin is that you can see right away what's in the bin, which can be great for some people. And then you can also label the bins. Labeling is key so you can remember what's in each bin. And what I love about this lid is that it opens halfway. So a third option we love for under the bed are these baskets. And these are great for items that maybe you're grabbing more often than not. So maybe daily or weekly, because they don't have a lid. And they're pretty, so they can match with the aesthetic of your bedroom. So when a door opens, you don't want it hitting anything. We want to keep any space behind a door clear. But that being said, you can definitely utilize inside closet doors. Maybe you want to hang a shoe rack to put your shoes, or a hook that you can hang your everyday bag.
And speaking of inside the closet, it's our favorite place at Horderly. You want to really consider decluttering it frequently, going through all of the items in your closet. So if you're going to start the process of getting your home organized, pull everything out of that closet, touch on everything, and make sure you love everything, put it all back. And then a few tips inside the closet would be to maybe adjust the entire system. Maybe one rail and one shelf isn't really working for your stuff. So maybe you need to reevaluate and design an entire system in your closet. That's for the bigger project. For a smaller project, simply streamlining your hangers. We love the black slim felt hangers. Another tip would be to use bins for containment, of course. If you want to put sweaters in your bins or hats in your bins, and then using bin clip labels and labeling those bins, especially if they're up high or if it's a shared closet, will really help maintain that space.
So when it comes to nightstands, we always suggest getting a nightstand with some sort of storage, whether that's a few drawers or a cabinet. Inside the drawers, we love using single drawer dividers to give everything a proper home. So whatever you keep beside your bed, those items can land inside the drawer instead of on top of your nightstand. If there is something essential that you need to keep on top of your nightstand, maybe that's a pair of eyeglasses, use a tray to corral those items.
Our suggestion when it comes to technology in the bedroom is to keep that phone or that TV out. Separate your sleeping quarters and your sanctuary from that technology. You'll sleep better in the end. But there's always going to end up being cords somewhere, whether it's the air conditioner or you do have that technology plugged in or a home device near the nightstand. And there's a few solutions. We use this when it comes to Jamie's side of the bed, where she has a night strip with a bunch of plugs in it, and she charges her phone there and her iWatch and things like that. And then behind our dresser, there's a few dangling cords, and cords are messy. So we will use like a command strip to put on the back of the dresser, and then these cord ties hold their shape, and basically we'll wrap up the cords that way and then hook them there. A zip tie also works, but keeping all the cords up off the ground and keeping the technology to a minimum in the bedroom is always our goal. Thanks so much for watching. These are our organizing tips for the bedroom. Be sure to subscribe to sleep.com for more videos like this to get that better sleep. And if you want more organizing tips or inspiration, make sure you check us out at horderly.com or on our Instagram.